What's going on, guys? Ben here from Find Better Trades, and today we have a exclusive look at the Trendlines indicator for TradingView. So what I want to do in this video is I'm going to show you the quick and easy way that I use to find trendline trades basically every single day, whether it's on the higher time frames or whether it's all the way down from the minute to 10 minute. But the number one time frame that I like to use trend lines is on the 4 hour and sometimes even on the daily, but the 4 hour seems to be a very solid time frame to find potential breakouts and bounce opportunities. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's dive into exactly exactly what this software does for you and how to get your hands on it. So again, if you are interested in this, there's going to be a link below, whether it's in the description or in the comments, whatever. You can go ahead and grab this for yourself. We actually have a very special deal going on right now at the end of the year, so be sure to check that out. If something like this is interesting, basically what it does, this is all automatic. So check this out. So take that off. There's no trend lines, there's no support, there's no resistance. Put that on, and there is. So let's go ahead and get started. So how can you actually use this? So let's actually go back in time. Let's go ahead and start new to this this actual breakout right here. So gold was sitting at a very interesting spot here. It was just basically consolidating here on the 4 hour time chart. And you see this big, strong candle come in and bust through that trend line. So basically how you do a trend line. And I have a very specific guide on this and I'll be doing a lot more trendline trading videos particularly, but you want to draw from the tops of these wicks, whether it's a higher high or a lower low, and just draw that out. Find two points. You always want to have at least well, you're definitely going to have at least two. Three, the longer it goes, the more that trend line is going to get respected and potentially even break. So this one would have been the third one. So right here at this level, this would have been the third time this would hit this trend line, this 4 hour trend line. It broke through and went sideways. So now this is you're in a great position here because now you have a lower structure. So this is the lower structure. So this will be this will be where you would want to put your stop loss. You would want to find an area because that is where the price will most likely respect and potentially go sideways. So this would have been a great area for a stop loss. And then up here, so you see this green line right here. So the indicator put this green line. So what exactly is that? That is prior resistance. And so prior resistance is a great target when you are doing trend lines. So when you're doing brown, so this is really, this is, if you want to talk about an A+ setup on gold, this was an A+ setup on gold because it had this really nice trend line breakout, consolidated for a couple hours there, for actually quite a few hours, and then so this has been a great. So honestly, at this point in time, we're pretty much ready to go ahead and take this trade because we got the breakout. On the 4 hour, we saw a little bit of consolidation. Now it's time for a potential stronger move to the upside. So this is a very bullish, this is a big time bullish opportunity. And you see that very next candle. In fact, it did break out and just what an absolute strong move that is. And most likely you'll see volume tick. Actually, volume wasn't even crazy there. But you will start to see these volumes, like you see this volume spike right there, volume spike right there. You'll start to see these on these breakouts. That's exactly what you want to see. And once you see these breakouts, a lot of the times they're going to head to that nearest resistance, and that's exactly what happened here. It broke out. So step number one, you got to draw. You go on your 4-hour time frame, draw a trend line from the top wicks of the higher highs that has been positioning. Most of the time, it's if you're on the 4-hour chart. So this is a 5-day window right there. These two hit, and so say you're right here on the chart. Let's just say you're right there on the chart. This is your trend line. This is your top trend line, and then your bottom is going to be the same deal. The very lows, and then at the one of these. So you could do this one, but really the ultimate test would be, so this, you see this, how it bounced from here to here. So those are two intersecting points, and then it just continued to bounce right there as well. So you can do it both ways. This actually was tightening up into a triangle pattern as well. So that's exactly what happened there. So we had our bottom trend line right there. We had our top trend line right here. So this particular trade would have been a breakout above on the top side of the trend lines. You can go both ways. I love this type of setup because it goes sideways for quite a bit of time. It goes sideways. This was from Monday the 1st all the way to the 10th. So that's a 10-day sideways move. That's a lot of price action. That's a lot of decision making. Where's the next big run up going to be? And this is where it was. It was priced in where this breakout was. So that's exactly what happens. A lot of times, though, you'll see, I should say a lot of times, but sometimes you will see on this breakout, it will actually come back in. And so what you want to do is you want to wait for this confirmation. This confirmation was a really good sign. And then sideways from there is a really good sign that this will hold and continue up. So again, we had really easy defined levels right here. Again, this would have been our stop area. This would have been our area where you're interested in taking profit. So actually, and you can even see that right there, it swung back into this trend line. So like I said, guys, a lot of the times you'll see these breakout, and then you'll see price come all the way back in. So this would have actually been a great time to get in again at this position around your same price point to add into that. And then look at this, we actually got another because it went down into this zone, we actually got another break opportunity. So basically the indicator says, okay, it pulled back and it's still going up. So we want to issue another buy trade. So that's exactly what happened here. So if you wanted to wait for even this particular alert, or even get yourself in around that, maybe even set like an alert or something like that. But that's exactly what happens. And here we go. So now we actually have a defined. So what happens with the indicator is once there is a top, there is a new top that is formed, and so see how this was the top, and then now it's gone sideways. The new target would be right here. So this would be actually the new target. And so watch what happens though. So let's go ahead and see once we break through this. If it does, I believe we do. Yeah. So once we break through that, this previous target was, and it happened really fast. It happened really fast, and I'm not even sure if we'll catch it. Let me see if we can catch it. So yeah, right there. So this is the next. So this was the same level, but again, this is the next time that we will push up and go to the upside there. So yeah, so that's the targets, and then once you hit that, you can either get out or move all your stop losses up. The really decision up to you. In this particular trade, this was an all-time high hit, so this would have been kind of risky to continue to try to play this to the upside. Gold is actually just on fire right now though, so it did continue to just break through that and just gone up and went to the upside there. So that is a great example of how you trade trend lines, and that's exactly how you can use it with this particular tool. It's a brand new tool that is available right now. This is exclusively for TradingView, which there potentially has a chance to put them on other platforms. But for right now, this is where it's at. This is exactly what it looks like. That's how you manage your trades. That's exactly how you would trade something with this, and have alert buys. So these are two really solid breakout opportunities. And like I said, these trend lines get respected so much here on all the way up at the 4-hour time frame. So this is my 4-hour time frame trend line strategy, and I do it with my indicator, which I call the Trendline indicator. So if you are interested, like I said, if you want to know more about this, there'll be a link in the description. Go ahead and check that out. See if something for you. This is obviously gold, but it's going to be working the same way on Apple stocks, QQQs, SPYs, Forex, great on Forex and even on crypto charts. Again, the lines are always going to be respected. It does not matter what you're trading. So this particular 4-hour strategy is one that I love to implement. And actually right now I'm actually having a challenge as well with this indicator. So you can go ahead and check that out as well. There'll be a challenge in 2026 that I'll be using this particular indicator with some of these trades. So, all right, guys, that is going to be it for me. If you have any questions at all, be sure to leave a comment. Go ahead and like this if you like indicators, if you like trend lines, if you like structure. Go ahead and leave a quick little thumbs up there. I would appreciate it.